y'all. It's Jillian, and welcome to Hey y'all. How's everyone doing? How are
How
you,
are you?
Lauren?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Today started off a little slow, but I went to the gym this afternoon, picked it back up. Now we're here recording, and so, keeping
I
the
love
good
it.
vibes going. How about you?
I love it. It's been a busy, busy day for me. I've had like
Really?
back to back meetings, 7 a.m., 10 a.m., 11:30, 1:15, and a 3 o'clock. So I have been
Yeah.
really like boom, 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 in multiple locations too. They weren't like all in one spot. I had to like leave the
Oh,
building.
wow.
So it's been a day.
Oh, yeah,
But
definitely has been a day for you if you've been
very
doing like
productive though.
that. That's
Got
good
my steps
though.
in though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So let's get into our lilac report of the week. So, what are you loving this week, Jillian?
Okay, so I'm loving Kamala Harris's book. So I think I talked about it the last time. I went to her book event for her book 107 Days, which basically outlines her campaign. Her campaign that
Hmm.
was 107 days, as everybody knows, like it was a short campaign. So she's just being really open about and open and transparent about just like what happens, kind of like some background information. And I started the book and I actually really enjoy it. I wasn't expecting to I don't know, like I wanted to get the book because I feel like it's like something good to have in your library and like
Right.
I don't know, I thought it'd be good, but like I didn't actually think I'd enjoy it. Like I feel like some of it's like, "Ooh, is this kind of like tea? Like is this drama?" Like, "Oh, I didn't know." Like, like you learn about some of the politicians' relationships with each other. And so I definitely recommend it to, anybody like bipartisan, like whether or not you voted for her or not. I think it's a great read and it really kind of gives you some insight on some like political knowledge on campaigns, like just some things that like I don't think like just an average Joe or average person would know. And that's what I like about it. And I feel like she's being really authentic and she's a little, she's a little witty, which I learned from the book like club talk with Stanley. So yeah, I definitely recommend. Loving the book so far. Haven't finished it. Maybe I'll give a review like once I finish it, hopefully probably by next week. But yeah, that's what I'm loving.
I love it.
What about you? What are you loving this week?
I a book. So I'm also on my book, still my book vibe. I'm not reading Kamala, but I'm definitely reading Jockwell J still. I'm saying I have been knee deep in these books. Like this lady, Jockwell J, has me on like a 12 book run.
Is this still
And
the is this still the book? Sorry, I don't mean to
no, yeah,
interrupt
no,
you. Is
yeah.
this still the
No, it's
book with
still a
all the
series.
drama
Yes, it's a
and all
series.
the oh
It's
my
different.
gosh.
I mean, it's different. It's a season. It's like series in the season. So I am on book 4. It's book 2.5 of Capri, and this is where it ends. It's just what I'm saying. Audible has gotten so much money out of me because I like to listen to the audiobooks. Audiobooks because they're not on
Mm.
Libby, they're not on Spotify, and some of these audiobooks are really new. So I am almost done with Capri. I'm on book 2.5. It's 3.5 of Capri, and then we can get into with N Delgado series. I can get into Inferno Gods, which is a follow up from the Delgado series. They all connect with Crosthem's books 1 through 3, who is the head of the Inferno God motorcycle gang in New York. And I'm just eating all these books up, and I'm
So
thrilled.
what is the book called though?
So right now, okay, so right now I'm currently reading the Delgado series. It's a
Yeah, but
family series.
which book in the series? Because you talked about the series before, but like
Yeah,
what book are
so
you on
I'm
now?
on season 3, the Capri book,
Oh,
and
Capri
I'm
book.
on a Capri's book, currently reading Capri 2.5. I
Oh,
finished
okay, wow.
Capri 2 in a day, and I'm almost done with 2.5. So I flying through these books. I need to finish Capri immediately, and I need to figure out what happens. It's just she's the queen of cliffhangers. I love these books. Some old characters are resurfacing from season 1 with Capone that they thought they went away, and now they're coming back. Everything just kind of come together. It's like Scandal, Power, Mob Wives, Real Housewives went and made a TV show and it's all together. It's just so good. So I'm still loving them. I feel like Jocko J is still that girl, continually raving about her. She has me on a 12 book run, unfortunately.
That's crazy. I'm here for it.
I'm obsessed. I've never been obsessed with the author and the book, like a series like this, like ever. So not since like Twilight. So I'm eating this up for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, quite literally. But that is what I have been loving. What's been impacting you?
So impacting me lately is I've been on this like Sunday morning routine or like not even
Mm,
Sunday morning, like just Sunday day routine. And I'm really proud of myself because I'm usually like bipping and bopping and I'm like, oh, I'm here this weekend. And a lot of times like it's really hard for me to like maintain a routine because of that. And that's just like how I am. I don't know. But I am home a lot this last past month and, like, into the fall, so I was like, "I really need to get a good, like, weekly routine," and so I've been doing, like, a Sunday grocery run, and that's
mm,
really good for me, and I've been doing Trader Joe's and Reading Terminal, so they're on the same blocks. Trader Joe's and, like, it's kinda like a game because Trader Joe's gives you, because I live in the city, so it's like Trader Joe's gives you validated parking for an hour in the parking deck. So I try to
wow.
do it all in an hour. So what I've been doing is, like, I go to Trader Joe's and Reading Terminal. Reading Terminal, if you're not familiar, like, it's in Philadelphia, and it's, like, this market where they have, like, different vendors from, like, small vendors selling, like, just, like, small goods, whether it's, like, food or products or, like, crafts, and then you have, like, actual, like, restaurants in there, like, with big
Mhm,
booths where you can, like, order food and stuff like that, and then they also have, like, meats and produce, so I went there, got some produce, got some meat, I actually have some salmon marinating,
mm,
and then I went to Trader Joe's and got, like, a few more things, like, for the week because 'cause I'm trying to just, like, do week by week, and
yes.
I'm trying to, like, be better at, like, shopping for one person. It's, like, hard, it's difficult, and I'm, like, trying to not to have, like, as much, like, food waste at the end of the week, and so, yeah, that's, like, something I've been doing is trying to, like, get better at grocery shopping, like, for the week, and yeah, but it's been, like, nice, so I like having my little routine, like, I get into my little rhythm, and I, like, know my little spots now, or, like, I'm learning my little spots now and, like, what I like, so that's been fun for me, and it's, like, nice having, like it keeps you at, like, a good
Mhm.
pace, especially, like, anxiety-wise, like, when you have, like, something, like, you're already anticipating and know is coming and, like, it's a prep kinda thing, kinda helps you for the week. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even a good Sunday routine is just nothing like it.
Yeah.
It sets the tone for your week.
It does, it
I'm
does.
glad you found, like, one that, like, works with your schedule, and you can have a nice little reset, and there's, like, no more Sunday scaries. You can enjoy your Sunday.
Yes.
Things to look
Enjoy
forward to.
it. Yes. What about you? What's been impacting you?
It is now, it's still football season, and in this household, we are a Washington Commanders
Okay.
fan house, and we won. So thank God that Washington won on Sunday because we lost in Atlanta, which was so embarrassing last week. We were playing away. This time we were playing on the road against the Los Angeles Chargers. So it was not a
Okay.
division game. But, I was a little nervous because it was like 10-0 Chargers. I cut on that game. Pre-gaming for Chris Brown. And next thing I know, Washington scored. Basically they went from 0 to 10. The score was 27-10. So we scored 27 points that were unanswered. So shout out to our defense. Shout out to our
Alright.
offense. Jaden Daniels, our quarterback, is back. He had an injury, a knee injury.
Mhm.
So now that he's back and better, he's running. He's just doing all the things. Everyone's just playing their part. Everyone had a great day. I'm just so
Just all worked
happy.
out.
It's all worked out, especially after we were going on a 2-game losing streak. I was getting a little nervous. Like, okay, no, come on, y'all. Like, get your shit together. Like, but gonna lose early and do not lose in the division, which we have not lost in the division we've lost in the NFC. We haven't lost like in the NFC East, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So now we won. Doesn't matter. We won. Oh, I'm excited. I'm on a high.
You're happy.
I'm very happy. Vibes are high. Especially I was in
That's
DC for the
good.
weekend. It was like, ugh, vibes are high. The team won.
I
So
know, it
that's
was, like, the opposite in Philly, like, cause the Eagles lost. I didn't watch the game, but, like, I don't know, I was driving around, I was like, "I know it's a little different." Then I, like, saw that the game, like, they lost, and I was like, "Dang, that sucks." It
yes.
definitely, like, changes the energy, like, in the city or, like,
It's like
whatever you're
wah wah
thinking of.
wah. Like, ugh.
Exactly, but I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
I am happy for you, that is so good to hear.
Yes. Okay. So what are you listening to this week?
Okay, so what I'm listening to this week, I'm pretty sure I had this like not too long ago, but Ungodly Hour, the album by Chloe and Halle, like I'm kind of like back on that vibe. I know it's just like resurfaced and I've been playing it this week and it's like one of those albums you kind of just like put on, hit play, and that's what I've been doing. So not much to go into it. I know I've talked about it before, but it's an oldie, but it's a goodie. We were robbed of them. I'll say it
Okay.
again, like, we definitely didn't have enough time. with them as a duo at this
We didn't.
level and with that album that they produced. I would have loved to see, like, Ungodly
Again.
Hour 2,
Yes.
Godly Hour, I don't know, something else.
Sinful Hour, like,
Something
Holy Weekend, girl. Shit. I mean,
listen,
we are
it's not too
stars.
late, y'all haven't retired, no, you guys get the band back together.
Okay, I believe it can.
I do too.
I'm supportive of it because that album is so good. Busy Boy, Ungodly,
Busy Boy
Busy
is, like, one of my
Boy.
favorites
Oh my
on
god.
that album.
I
Yeah,
love
it's so
that.
good. Okay, what about you? What are you listening to?
So, I'm maybe late to the party, but I have been listening to K1.
Okay.
It's like I thought it was a Kwan, it was KWN,
Okay,
and, basically she is a R&B, like, artist from London.
okay.
First of all, her stuff comes on Spotify, but
Mhm.
then, like, the song Worst Behavior came up. I'm like, "This song is very, explicit with the fire beat behind it, and then there's a remix with Kehlani." I was like, "Oh," mind you, the music video that came out was, like, back in February, March. Whoa, it's very I was like, "Oh, so K1 is, a member of the LGBTQ community, and
Oh,
she's
that's what it was
definitely a
giving. That's
stud,
what
and it
it
was
was giving.
definitely giving hot and heavy with Kehlani." I mean, the views on it were very high, and I was like, "Ooh," but the song was great, but I got introduced to this song because it was someone put an edit, of the song behind a Chris Brown video on Twitter.
It's that's like oh my
I was like,
god.
"Hey, what's this song? Why I've been jamming this to work?" I've been playing on repeat, and it's just it's a good song. If you take heels classes, it's a good song for heels. It's a very sexy, grown, nice beat,
Mm,
nice little 808 in the background. The melody is cute, it's catchy, it's sexy, it's giving dance for you, Beyonce, but
okay, period.
I love it. I mean, but a little bit raunchier. Ah, I love it. So I have been obsessed with that song, Worst Behavior. I know I'm late to the party. I just found the song out and it's been out, I guess, almost for a year and had no idea. But you have to check it out. It's so
Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out because I don't think I've heard it before or, like, maybe I heard it, didn't know the artist, but I'll have to check it out because yeah.
yes,
Okay,
so good.
period.
So what have been your adventures for the week?
My adventure for the week is I am a Girl Scout troop leader and we just started
Yeah.
last week, so I'm excited. I pretty much have my girls back from last year, so I'm excited about that. We have like new expectations. We're
Mhm.
like starting out strong. Like I will say, like I feel like I'm like recharged. I feel like last year, like just like some personal stuff I feel like got in the way and I feel like I wasn't like the best leader. And so like I
Mhm.
feel really guilty about that, like not doing like my best. And so this year I'm like, I am literally so locked in. So I'm like really excited to just like do like the most this year and have so much fun. And I think it's great that all my girls are returning and they're back and it kind of makes it easier for us to like do more and have fun. So like I'm really looking forward to that. And yeah, so that's like my adventures. Like we're back in action.
That's so excited. Oh my gosh. Troop Leader Jill, Camp Counselor Jill,
Yes, Camp
like,
Counselor Joe, Troop
this
Leader
it's one of my
Joe.
favorite versions of just my one of my favorite versions of you. It's like, "Yep, and we're gonna do this, and we're doing
Yes.
this." When you had them girls singing "Hey Black Child," exactly. Like, you, like, memorized.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
but they knew no, but they knew it. They like all go to the same school. They knew that. I just had them doing it places. Yeah, I was like, "Okay, I'm
I
saying
love
that."
it. I love it. Ah, that's so exciting.
But yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so what about you? What was your adventure? I have a feeling I know what it is, but
I
go ahead
think,
and
yeah.
title it.
I had the pleasure of going to night one of the Breezy Bowl in DC this past Sunday. And I went with my line sister, who was also my college roommate my last 2 years at school. It was just so very chaotic. Girls Weekend, quick little 12 hours in DC. Literally drove up pregame to the concert, went to the concert, literally Chris Brown. I mean, he's my first husband, unfortunately, for my real husband. Like, not unfortunately, fortunately, whatever. I have been in love with this man since I was 9 years old. And you're sitting, just seeing him in his element and singing the songs. I've seen him in concert multiple times, but it's just him singing the classics, like with the music video going on in the background and like, the interviews and like the Vibe magazine covers. It was just so nostalgic. And it's like, oh my God, like I've been rocking with this man for 20 years. And yes, he's
It's
very
crazy.
toxic. I don't condone his behavior, but
Yeah.
he's very talented and he's a quite literally very easy on the eyes, to
Very
put it
easy.
lightly.
Very.
And it's just like
It doesn't make any sense how fine like, he is literally like, he is still so fine, like, him and Usher, he is but Chris Brown can dance, like, he has all that
he's the aura, he has a sex appeal, and he know he fine too.
yeah,
Like, he could dance. When and also, y'all, Mike was on. The microphone was on. He was singing behind like, the track was playing, and it was his vocal singing. I mean, I can't say I'm not surprised because he's a really good performer, and
yeah.
for it to be his first stadium tour, it's just like, I remember seeing you in
Wow.
the amphitheater in Virginia Beach, and it was, like, only a few it was, like, maybe a couple thousand people, and it's just like, now you're on a stadium tour, almost sold out. It was just
Yeah, 'cause y'all have
absolutely
that 757 connection too.
yes, he is a Virginia he's from the 804,
Okay, he's made it more.
but he's from the Northern Neck, so I'm from Peninsula, New Peninsula, Hampton area, he's from the Northern Neck, he's in the Tappahannock, which is like Tappahannock, Colonial Beach area, so
Okay.
we're both Virginia people, so in Virginia, he was always in Virginia like, in his early years, so it's like, "Oh my god," like, I feel like I grew up with
That's
him.
so
It was just it was such a good concert. I love this song. He sang "Wanna Be" from Exclusive. If you know, you know. That's track, I believe, 11 on the album. When I'm saying "Wanna Be" was for me. Like that was he sang it, and he sang it, of course, and the XL's Closer to Us. Oh my god! Like me and my line sister, we were singing our hearts out. I had my little jersey on. It was just, I was here for
I'm glad you had a good
vibes. I
time.
had a
Like, I'm glad
great
you had
time.
fun, like, you had a fun girls' weekend. Like, it just sounds like the perfect weekend. Like, I'm
Perfect
happy you had a good
weekend.
time.
In and out. Love a nice life. Felt like it was all of a sudden it was 2018 and we were in our little we called our apartment our little penthouse. And
Period.
we were having a good time, except we were going to see Chris Brown. So it was good. I had a good time. So that is my adventure for the week. What's your current event?
Okay, so for my current event, I was at the gym. One of my favorite things to do afterwards is like read an article or two in like one of the newspapers they have laying around. So this one was the Wall Street Journal, and they announced or they had an article about the Nobel Prize winners within the medicine category. So there's different categories for the Nobel Prize winners. So that's why you hear different people getting awarded Nobel Prizes. But this is in medicine in 2025, and it was awarded to three scientists. So I'm going to read a little bit from the Nobel Prize website itself about their discovery. So every day, our immune system protects us from thousands of different microbes trying to invade our bodies. These all have different appearances and many have developed similarities with human cells as form of camouflage. So how does the immune system determine what it should attack and what it should defend? Mary Brunkow, Fred Ramsdell, and Simon Seguchi are awarded the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine 2025 for their fundamental discoveries relating to peripheral immune tolerance. They identified the immune system's security guards, regulatory T cells, which prevent immune cells from attacking our own body.
Oh, wow.
Yep. And so this kind of like helps in short, it really helps with like the research with autoimmune disorders because autoimmune disorders obviously are immune disorders that like where your own immune system is attacking itself and it's very prevalent. It's, definitely something that is a little bit mind-boggling because your body's attacking itself. So it's just amazing that they were able to like have this discovery. And I think it's well, not even just I think it's like said that it's really going to help advance science and medicine. So it's really awesome to hear.
Cool. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Gosh, that's so impressive. I'm such a research nerd, so I just love hearing
Yeah.
research, like, "Ooh, what they discover now?" I love that. It's gonna really advance,
Exactly.
medicine
Yeah.
in the future. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, it's good to hear, especially since like that's my realm. Like I work in pharma and drug development, so I'm always like loving hearing about like new technologies that could help with drug development and just because I've like seen how like products have gone from or like, just a simple like active ingredient in a lab to like you see testimonies from like patients who it's like really have been like life changing for them. So it's always like really important that scientists are continuously like researching and learning about the human body and learning how we function because ultimately it like really helps in the end with like, helping heal us. So yeah, I love it. What about
Yes.
you? What's your current event? Teach
So
us.
my
Teach
current event is nothing honestly exciting. I mean, it's exciting, but nothing happy. So, as you all know, the government has been shut down.
Uh,
Ugh, boo.
insane.
And it was just kind of like before the government shut down, it was all the talks about it. I mean, it was getting to a point even with the media. Like the night before it shut down, I turned on CNN, MSNBC, NBC, CBS, Fox, the big ones, all the big ones, and each one of them had a countdown clock to the shutdown. I was like, okay, look, y'all. Like now it's getting like, okay, now this is, y'all think this is a game, this is funny. And no, they like, y'all think this is okay, ratings, TV, but, like, people are out here losing their jobs, people getting furloughed, like, especially living in a state like Virginia, where a lot of federal workers live in Virginia, from all the way
Yeah.
down the Hampton Roads where I grew up to the DC area, like, most them that's one of our biggest, like, employers is the federal government or the military, anything that kinda ties away, ties to the federal government of whatever nature. It's a lot of federal and state employees, and the employees who work, that's the workforce, basically in Virginia. Anyway, so it affects, you feel it differently. You feel it more personally, but it's just like, it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. The fact that the Republicans control the Senate, the House, the executive branch, the White House, and the Supreme Court, and the government still shut down. It's like, okay, y'all can do whatever the hell y'all want to do. You're choosing to shut it down so you could line your pockets and, create strife and fear. And I just think it's just very, not only is it tone deaf, then on top of that to add, injury to insult, you have ICE raids going on like in Chicago, and they're raiding um black communities, black apartments, zip tying black kids, separating kids away from their parents in the midst of this government shutdown. We have money to do this though. Y'all have enough money to terrorize a community, but you have enough to like give people their jobs and, you know, decide on the budget and goals we want to do with Medicare and Medicaid and affordable healthcare.
Yeah,
Crazy.
with the healthcare, that's what I read in the Wall Street Journal, like, that's, like, one of the points of contention, like, what led to, like, basically them being at the standstill and kinda, like, letting it get to the point where we're actually shut down. And again, Wall Street Journal, and they were saying how, like, basically the Democrats are trying to basically force the Republicans to come up with a decision to extend the funding for the Affordable Care Act and Medicare because
Right.
millions and millions of Americans depend on those for their health care. And if it's not extended, past the end of the year, so many of our citizens are going to be negatively impacted. And that's the whole reason that you're a government. Your government is to protect your constituents and do what's in their best interest. And if they're not going to have health care, that's not in their best interest, and it's going to trickle down to other ways. And so the Republican side is saying, just pass our budget and then we'll talk about that. And so I think that I don't think the Democrats necessarily trust that the Republicans are going to like have that conversation afterwards. And they kind of just yeah. So yeah,
They
it's
don't
a lot
care.
going on. Yeah.
They're focused on their people. They're doing what their initiative, their agenda. They don't care about the poor people. They don't care about the average American
Yeah.
citizen. They care about the top 1%. They care about the power. And right, they have the power, and that's what they're doing at the cost and the sake of livelihood for American citizens.
Everybody else.
Everyone
Yeah.
else. It's even with, on top of that, with the tariffs. Did y'all see there's 100% tariffs now? 100% tariffs on, I think it was like international pharmaceutical drugs.
Pharmaceuticals. Yeah.
And I know people like who take medication who that they need to live to survive, that they will die without it. And they're talking about it's gonna cost like $10,000 to get this medication out. Will their insurance cover it? Can they even afford it? Even if they have the
And
good
it's like,
job.
and the thing about it is, it's like he like this administration just kind of like says things, and you don't know like the context. You don't know the effect date. Like they get kind of just like say things like, "Is this for real?" And then like, a couple of days that they might say like, "Oh no, it's only gonna be for XYZ." Like it's like they kind of just like say things and kind of like see what sticks. And then once they get a reaction, they're like either they'll pull back a little bit or they'll keep it depending on like even with the H1 visas. Sorry, I think I'm saying it a little wrong. Like I have a friend and they were telling me that they are affected, or they had a friend that's affected by it. They had number one, they were like in a different country, had to come back that day because it was, like, gonna go into effect in a few days. They had to, like, leave
Yes.
an event early to come back, and they also had a friend who, like, signed a contract in the US, as an immigrant. Everything was good, and then when that news came out, they got their job pulled. They weren't able to have their job anymore, which is insane, but it's because and then 3 days later, the administration's like, "Well, the $100,000" because 'cause I'm talking about, like, the H-1B visa, it's like $100,000 per person, but it's, like, over 3 years versus, like, "Oh," right away. Like, there was, like, never any context, so people don't really know what to expect, so they're trying to be as conservative as they can because they don't really know what the administration means by what they say because they just say things without any ba like, they just say, like, they just say whatever.
They
Comes out
do.
like whatever.
Even them, like, thinking, looking hindsight's 2020, right? But if we sat here and we and the document of the plan of Project 2025 is happening in full force, and they said they were gonna do it, "Oh, we don't believe in that." This is actually going to plan. Like, they don't care. They're ready to dismantle the system to make it work in their benefit. It's already in their benefit. But make it to
Yeah.
really, really, like, work and, like, benefit that no one else you can't even try to fix this is insane. We're coming back many, many years. A lot of people are affected by it. Everyone's affected by it. We all could feel it. Tensions are high. And it's I'm just really anxious to see how this all plays is gonna play out in the next 3.5 years. Because mind you,
Yeah, that
we're
makes me
only in
nervous.
October, you know? And
That
so
makes me so nervous, Lauren. That part is what really makes
oh,
me nervous is the fact that we are only like, it hasn't even been a full
hasn't been a year
365
yet.
days. It hasn't even been a 365 days since the election. You know what I'm
Okay?
saying? Like, and it feels like our country has just been stretched and pulled in so many different ways in just a short period of time, and it just feels like I feel like I'm kinda just trying to, like, hold on and ride and be positive, but it really, like when I do think about the timing, that's what really, like, sets me back into reality and kinda, like you said, makes me a little anxious. It's, like, time.
Quickly. And as a Black woman, like, maneuvering through America, like, yes, we are citizens here, but they don't think we belong here,
We're
and I
already
just
dealing with that, yeah.
and they're criminalizing us, like, how we dress, how we choose to carry ourselves. Can we work in the workplace? Like, it's very nerve-wracking to see just right in my to see how it is gonna go. I'm just the vibes are high. The vibes, the tensions are really high. The vibes are in hell, and I just really don't know. I don't like to like. 'Cause I don't like I keep putting the word. It's a lot to think. It's a lot to kind of process.
Yeah, it is.
But
And it's like we wanna stay positive, but it's like also like like we've been talking about consistently on this podcast, we wanna have like some type of awareness because not having any awareness is just as dangerous as like, I think or, knowing too much. I don't know.
yes, it's a balance.
It's a balance.
It's a
Basically,
balance, and
it's
I
a
feel like you have
balance.
to it's a balance. You have to focus on your day to day. Like, I need to focus
Yeah,
on having my daily life without ignoring what's going on in the world, the politics, the laws of the land, the tensions, what's being said about us, what's happening in our
tension,
country,
yeah.
not being ignorant to what's going on. But it's crazy, but we come from a bloodline that's very, very strong, and, our
Very resilient,
ancestors
yeah.
arose, and we are very resilient. We persevere. That's kinda like our that's how we were made, and we will get through
Yeah,
this. This too, like you say, this too shall pass.
this too shall pass.
This too shall
I think
pass.
so. I think we're definitely having to pull from like 'cause I mean, our people have experienced this time and time again throughout history, and so kind of just, like, pulling from that place, I think is important. I think that a lot is going on that maybe I've, like, seen, like, economically, like, we've, like, had to deal with, like, a lot of people are like, "Oh my gosh," it's like, "I've tried to go get a job, and I have everything, and I can't," and it's like, that's something that Black Americans have dealt with just because and we've always had to overcome. I think some things we, like, naturally, 'cause of, like, the way that we've had to maneuver through life in America as Black Americans, we're kind of prepared for already, like some of these hard struggles and challenges that I think are just impacting every single person.
Mhm.
And so that kind of gives us some reassurance on top of that. But it is like hard to like process everything that's going on because either way, like we're gonna be met with new challenges that we're gonna have to face during this time. And yeah, it's just gonna be an interesting 3.5 years. I think everybody should just stay positive, stay loved up on your community, be there for your people because everybody needs each other right now. Be willing to have a helping hand towards your friends because we're all gonna kind of like, I feel like, need that energy from
Yeah,
each other during this time, like
we're
during these
feeling
next
it.
couple years.
And I think also, it just I think the tension's also high because I think now white people are catching on. It's
Oh
like, I
yeah,
feel like I mean, the vibe's always been there, let's be very clear. Like, we've been arrested, they've been terrorizing us
exactly.
for 400 years, but now it's like white people are, and it's like our
Now
country. It's like
yeah,
it kinda
exactly.
adds a little bit to the anxiousness when, like, "Okay, y'all need to calm down a little bit," because that behavior and that mindset can be very contagious, and it's just like,
Yeah.
"Y'all, we've been going through this the entire time." It still
It's
doesn't I
kinda like,
mean,
okay.
we're used
Yeah.
to I mean, it doesn't hurt any less. It's still like we're just used you become numb to it. You're just numb to it. It's like, "Okay." Like,
Well,
we're numb
100%,
to it
I
at this
totally feel that
point.
way. Yeah.
So,
Some of the things are, like, unfair, it's like, "Honey, like, this is, like, literally, like, a day to day, like,
how it is, being
this
fit
is just,
welcome
like,
to
how
our
it
world.
is." And it's like, it doesn't have to I feel like as a Black person too, like, it doesn't have to directly impact you to know the struggle out there and how things work for us, but yeah, I mean, it's crazy, there's just, like, so much we could say, but,
Girl, we go
I've
on and on
seen
about this.
TSA lines have been affected,
Girl,
like, getting paid and things like that, so if you are traveling, I will be praying for you for your safety because I know
yes,
that, they're very important. They had reported on the news that, like, the TSA apparently, like, they catch a lot of, like, loaded, guns, like, that's something that a lot of people, I guess, try to sneak on or think they can take on, and
wow.
I feel like that's really scary, and so, yeah, every job is important in society, and so no matter what you're doing, we definitely appreciate TSA for keeping us safe on flights for sure, so we are hoping that the government shutdown doesn't last much longer because we know being furloughed is not fun,
It's
and,
not.
people need their jobs, people need to work, we need things running, and yeah, so thanks, Lauren, for bringing that to our
Yeah,
attention.
of course. So, I hope you liked this week's live report. As always, call your bestie up. Ask her, what is she loving? What is impacting y'all? What are y'all listening to? What are your current adventures? And what is the current events that keeps getting y'all talking? Can't wait to see what's in your live report.
Yes. Let's get into our topic for the week. And if you know, you know, it is Reddit week.
Yep.
Yes, guys, we have our Reddit stories, our juicy, juicy stories where we tell you usually it's like an opinion or am I the asshole? Either one. You'll hear. Either way, your jaw's gonna drop. We have some juicy, juicy stories today for you. And Lauren is gonna start us out. So go ahead, girl. What you got for us? I'm
Okay.
ready.
Story one. Am I the asshole for telling a kid to shut up on the plane?
Ooh, Imma say no, but
No.
okay.
Hell no. Let's read.
Alright. Let's hear.
All right. Today, I went on holiday with my wife. We sat in our designated seats. In front of us, there were three kids with the mother sitting on the parallel row to them. Two of the slightly older kids, 10 to 12 years old, were well behaved, but the youngest, like 8 to 9 year old, they were such spoiled little monsters, shouting and screaming if he
No.
would not get what he wanted, not listening to their mother to stay quiet, or getting out of his seat before takeoff, pressing on the seat in front of him with his legs, and so on. I was quite irritated and appalled by such bad behavior and just looked at my wife with eyes in disbelief since the mother tried to keep him under control. The flight took off. He got his iPad, watched cartoons, had my headphones on, and fell asleep. But as the plane landed quite far on the landing strip, we had quite a while to wait. The kids started screaming and shouting for this and that, throwing a temper tantrum, and I just had enough. Sat up a bit, looked at him and said, "Yo, kid, you need to shut up." The kid stopped, said nothing, and the mom said, "He's just a kid. He's just a kid."
No. 8, 9,
My
no.
God. But if you cannot control your kid to the point where I can hear him through noise canceling, it is a bit much.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I did everyone a favor. Even his siblings were tired of him, with his brother saying, quote, "I mean, he's not wrong, but not exactly right," which I found a bit funny. Also, the boy that I told to shut up sat on his seat facing me and stared at me for a while in defiance, I suppose. Doubt I created a trauma or anything.
Oh my
I
god.
told
I wonder well, did he shut up though?
edit, we were on the plane. Okay, let me finish. Okay, we're on the plane for 20 minutes before departing. The flight was 1 hour and 20 minutes. We waited another 20 to 30 minutes before getting off after landing. Edit two. After reading some of the comments, my wife brought to my attention the kid is younger. Her opinion, the kid is 4. I did not believe so. Like, the- I did not believe so because the kid was quite articulate in his speech. He used the iPad. Then again, I have no children, so I can leave it up to you. Maybe the
'Cause that's, like, totally different. Like, an 8 and 9-year-old, I'm sorry, he's just a kid isn't gonna cut it for me
No, it's
because
not.
he should know something.
No,
4 years old, usually, like, the little babies on the plane, usually, like, it just is what it is
it
because, like,
is.
literally, like, their ears are they probably, like, are just so
They're
confused.
crying, they're antsy,
They're
but
antsy,
honestly
like
but as someone who started my career in early education, you gotta let a 4-year-old know too, like, you need to be quiet, you know?
yeah.
You know, they have to learn some way or some shape, form, and
They're starting to
he's
get to that age where it's like, like, you need to
yes, and
learn.
stop. Stop. You
Yeah.
should know it. If not, I'll teach it to you. You're not the asshole. I don't really care. That child was probably
Yeah, I
acting
don't
a
think you're not
plum
an
fool.
asshole.
A plum fool.
Yeah, and that was a short flight too, like, it wasn't like they were in the air for a long time to where it's like, "Oh, you're getting restless." It's like, "No, like, you need to be quiet." Like, just literally calm down, like, that's too much going on for, like, an hour flight, like, I would be so upset. Yeah, no, I definitely don't think he's an asshole, definitely not judging him. Like you said, like, some kids need to be told, like, that kid will be fine he probably gonna shut up. He probably shut
Okay?
up.
And
I bet you that.
it sounded like the kid shut it the fuck up. That's what it sounded like to me.
He probably did. He probably
Okay.
did.
But I also was reading some of the comments, and they were saying that, like, the response was, "Well, it takes a village to raise a child, and today you are part of that village." And I'm like, "It's true though. Like,
Yeah, sometimes you gotta
right.
check the kids. You gotta check other people's
How about the
kids.
mom? Mom's
That's, like,
not
hard though, cause like, I don't know how I would feel about that, but I also would hope that I would have already told my kid to shut the fuck up before somebody else did, you know what I
did.
mean?
Right.
I would have hoped I would have already said that to my kid, to where, like, somebody else didn't have to say that.
Right.
If my kid was being that annoying, I would hope that I would be the one to be like, "You really like, there has to be some type of resolve."
I don't
But,
know the
I'm not a mother yet, so I
my
don't really
mother.
know how that goes yet, but
I'm
we will
sure she's
see.
overwhelmed. She has 4 kids with her. I'm sure she's probably glad that he said it on the lowest of keys. Actually, it worked. You know what? It's worked. Well, you're not a mother. Auntie, not a mother. But no, you're not the asshole. Okay, Jill, what do you got for us?
Okay. So I have a little story time and it says, "Am I overreacting?" So I, 27 female, currently in another state. My boyfriend, 27 male, made friends with my friends, including Stacy, 35 female. Last night I got suspicious after this message exchange after wanting my boyfriend to watch a funny TikTok video. Stacy is young, healthy, and fit, so I wouldn't think a cold or flu would put in that much danger that she needs someone to stay with her. Okay, so let me pause really quick and I'm going to read you the messages and then I'm going to come back to this part. Okay. I love that video. Also, Stacy is really sick with the flu. I'm going to stay the night. This is the girl's boyfriend. What do you mean? Does she need to go to the hospital? What are her symptoms? Sneezing, stuffy nose, runny nose, sore throat, cough, etc. Then she goes, "What's her temperature? Is she sweating? Is she having trouble breathing?" And then he goes, "Normal temperature, she's sweating from that steam thing and all the layers, no trouble breathing." And then she goes, "Babe, no fever question mark? Well, it just sounds like a cold. What are you even doing for her? Why do you need to stay with her?" And then he says, "Taking care of her, message her, video chat her since you have so many questions." And then she says, "I'm gonna go video chat her." Okay, back to the story. When Stacey and I video chatted, she actually looked sick. Her nose is red, chapped and swollen. She was sneezing and sniffling, but she didn't cough once. Her breathing was fine. She looked sweaty but not feverish. She was even smiling.
Mm.
This morning, I video chatted my boyfriend, and he indeed stayed at Stacy's. Oh, hell fucking no. Stacy still had her red nose and she was sneezing, but she was walking around in regular pajamas. I feel like I shouldn't even have to tell him how mad this is all makes me. Am I overreacting? Girl, no, because they
No.
fucking, there's no
The
way in
fucking
hell.
they are he is getting in them guts, okay?
Oh my God. You and those smut books, you went right to it. Oh my
No,
God.
for real. But the
No,
like,
literally,
I
because
did
it's
not ever
like,
gonna get loose.
why? And Stacey's not your friend. I'm sorry. I've had friends like that who it'll be like an ex or whatever, and they want to be friendly with them, and you're like, why? They want to have like want to be up on what you up on or whatever, and that's what that's looking like. And guys will take any opportunity.
Okay.
And because why do you need a sleepover if it'd be one thing if he was like, oh, like if I told him like, hey, Stacey's sick, go drop her off a can of soup.
Right.
There's in no In no world are you having a slumber party. In no
Right.
world is there a slumber party happening. In no world is there a
No.
slumber party happening.
Girl, I don't know if they I don't think it was clear the living situation. I don't think they lived together. She was never, but I would change some locks. I would what did Kehlani said, "Come pick up your clothes. I have them folded."
Okay, so have
Okay?
them folded. Okay. To the
Outside.
left.
Don't even come in here no more. Don't even knock on my door. Here you go.
All your things in a box to the left.
Okay?
No, she says she lives in another state. So the thing is, she lives in another state. Her boyfriend
Boyfriend
and her friend live in
live in
the
the same.
same
Oh,
area.
that's not your boyfriend, girl. That's not your boyfriend then. That's not your boyfriend. Like, what are
So
you talking about? No, that's not your boyfriend. And he made it very clear.
I really hate that for her.
Me
And
too.
I bet she was like, yeah, you can tell. I'm glad she called him out though. I'm glad she was like, yo, like, what the fuck is up? Like, why do you need to
Right.
stay over there? Like, I know what's going on. Like, and it
Right.
doesn't matter that she's sick. She can be sick all day long. Like, why are you over there? Like, what's their point also of like making a whole thing about it? If y'all are out of town, stick around. Like, you're playing in my fucking face now.
Right. It'd be
You're
disrespectful.
playing in my face and I'm upset. So
Right.
go ahead and leave him. Like you said, you got your clothes folded, got your box to the left,
Okay.
and bye.
Girl. Wow. Fuck
Mm.
that girl. I cannot
That is
stand a
not a
girl who's not a
friend.
girl. Like,
That's a
come on, you're
thirsty ass bitch. You're
35, you're big age,
35 and
and
she's
you're
35 acting
27,
like that.
girl. She's desperate as fuck. Girl, you're so desperate. Like, go somewhere with that.
Exactly. Like, why are you fucking up on this little 20-some-year
7 year
old
old. She's a
and this is
child.
supposed to be your friend? Like, girl, grow up. Go find somebody your own size.
Girl.
Not
Girl, she
having
going
it.
to hell in a handbasket.
Yeah, that is not cool. So, anyways, that's what I got. All right, back to you. What you got for
Okay.
us?
Am I the asshole for refusing to listen to my husband about my breasts?
All right.
I want to have a breast reduction surgery. I will not be asking him to spend any money on me. We both work and we both put aside equal amount of money for private accounts, for private savings and spending. So please do not make it about money.
All right,
Okay.
got it.
Got it. Check.
Check.
You gotta tell me twice. My mind didn't even go there. Okay, check. I have been talking about this surgery since I turned 40, but I have dreamed about it since I was 15.
Wow.
Whenever I spoke about it, he would sit silent and listen. Important to me, I thought. Then he asked if I wanted him to go to my first consultation, and I was very happy. Consultations are usually private here, but he wanted to tag along for the first part of the consultation. When I talked to the doctor, who is an internationally respected doctor, my husband sat silent at first. Then he asked when the psychological evaluation would happen. The doctor was puzzled and explained that I am an adult. My husband got irritated, almost yelled, "So you would not mind operating on people with body dysmorphia?" The doctor and the nurse
Oh,
were shocked and I was livid.
hell no.
When we got home, I was devastated. I'm scared I've lost my opportunity with the best surgeon in the country, probably one of the best in the world. My husband insisted I needed therapy and that he will not allow me to have the surgery because I look perfect. I asked him what he meant by not allowing me. I was very angry and crying. And he said, "Well, I will do anything. Tell your family you are I will tell your family that you are mentally unstable and I will leave you." Thankfully, I made a new appointment and the doctor was too kind. I have my new appointment on Wednesday. My husband is living and said he will never look at me or touch me again. Edit, please, if you ask about my account, I'm right there. Okay, this is, okay, blah, blah, yada, yada, yada. Ages 42, he's 40.
He seems like possessive of her,
Oh my
right?
God.
And I wonder
Like,
other signs in the marriage, like this can't be the only way he shows up in this way because that's so like
he's abusive.
it's so like I mean, honestly, like the fact that she hasn't gotten it this whole time says something too. But I feel so bad for her because that's like so upsetting and like for somebody that you love to like say something like that to you and like embarrass you in front of like a professional and for something that you're very vulnerable about and like wanting to do health
Right.
wise.
Which is it's just it he's such her husband, hopefully soon to be ex-husband, is such a
Okay.
narcissist. I have gotten a
Yeah.
breast reduction surgery. I'm the little girl I've had boobs, I've been wearing bras since the second grade. I was very petite with very, very large breasts. So I got a breast reduction 5 no, 3 years ago, right before, like, a
Yeah.
year before my wedding, but I'm saying changed my life, and that's only about the appearance, that's also very important to, like, overall being a woman and how you just, choose to love yourself and what do you want
Mhm.
how what your body to look, which is, everything, but it was a pain thing, it was a medical thing, it was a health thing, I was having chronic
Right.
pain. That stuff is not y'all, like, girl I'm not big titty girls. Though these girls are heavy. Whatever a pound on your breast is like equal to additional times 3 on your neck, like 3 times your neck. You feel it 3 times.
Ouch.
So it's like it's very painful. So if you're talking about she's been probably larger chested since she was 15 and now she's 40 and she really wants to get this surgery done, the only thing you should do is supportive. It's
Support.
like that's it. Like, girl, be supportive. And if she wants her nipples to say hi to this guy too, that's her business too.
Okay,
Okay?
hello. That is, like, so sad because like, I have another friend too who got it and says it's life-changing because, like, the back pain that you all have and carry and also just, like, fitting in your clothes the way you want to, like, there's so many benefits to having a reduction, like, there's just so many it's not body dysmorphia,
Yeah.
it's really, like, for health reasons, and that's why so many doctors are supportive of it, and yeah, it's, like, so sad that she's going through that. I'm glad, like, she made another appointment and she's, like, still
Yes.
trying to pursue it because, like, girl, let him leave you.
He's a
Bye.
loser. He's a hater. He's a loser.
You and your new titties can find you a new man
Okay.
because 'cause they're gonna be all perky and stuff like that,
Okay.
and they gonna think you 32, not 42, and you gonna
Period.
bag you a new man. Okay, hello, holler. That's how that's gonna work.
Okay, bet.
Literally.
I agree. Can't wait to see the new bras, lingerie, skin
That
suits.
yeah, your
Girl,
new
get your little
twins.
stuff. Do you have a GoFundMe, Amazon wish list? I'll donate to the cause.
Yeah, but hopefully she doesn't let him get in the way. Like, you have one life to live, and
Girl.
you have to do what's best for you.
Yeah.
Like, he just yeah, he's possessive. He just doesn't want his pillows gone.
Okay.
That's just what that is.
Boo. Such a
Boo.
narcissist. Okay, what do
Alright.
you have for us?
Alright, next one. I think kinda like similar vibes, but okay. Am I overreacting for getting upset with my girlfriend for having a male friend who has propositioned her while we were dating? So, okay. More friend, boyfriend, girlfriend, love triangle drama.
Mhm.
Okay. To start, me and my partner have been together for about 2 years. During that time, she has had a male friend who she grew up with as kids. I was told that this man is a bit of a hound dog and that he would often leave her at a bar alone to hook up with someone else he met there. Fast forward to the two of us starting to date. She sees this male friend at the bar she works at and tells him we had gotten together finally. He seems excited and leaves her work. Later that night, I meet up with her at the bar near her place. While sitting in a booth with her, she tells me about her encounter with this friend. I soon notice the two of them snapping each other. At one point, she tells me to lean in because she's going to take a picture of the two of us to send to him. Moments later, after sending that photo, I notice he has replied. When she opens the snap, it's just a picture of his it's just a picture of his with the words, "Come over, I'm horny." She must have sensed I was looking because she quickly hid her phone. I didn't know what to say at the time, so I just sat with what information for the night. The next day, I tried subtly bringing it up without giving away what I saw, and she brushes it off. Few moments later, I decided to come right out and ask her about it. She gives me some story about how he just does that sometimes when he's drunk and that a sober him would never talk to her like that. During this conversation, she does reveal that the two of them have hooked up before in the past, but it had stopped once we met. Fast forward to current day, and she tells me she is going to meet up with him for a drink after work, and also that she has invited him to our wedding in a few months, so they're engaged. I tell her that I am not comfortable with her hanging out with him alone and that his advances throughout our relationship are not okay. I also tell her that him coming to the wedding is a no-go. She becomes very upset with this, and we essentially have a multi-argument about it. Although she finally agrees not to meet up with him, it is clear she is bothered by the fact that she can't. So I gotta ask, am I overreacting?
No, that's her man. That's what she
I don't
likes.
think so.
She like
I don't think so because there's, like, certain boundaries I feel like
there
you should
is.
have.
I mean, obviously she's still wanting to be with this man. and then plus there's a past there, like, they just stopped, like, before y'all got together, she wasn't
Yeah, it's like they
maybe
never
it
really
probably
got
was
to
an old
explore things.
flame. Do you wanna take it for a spin for the last minute? Like, what are you trying to do, sis? It's like, it's giving really shysty, like, "Girl, like, you're engaged to be married, like, what are you
But I mean,
doing?"
I feel like it's just like her I don't know, but I don't know if she's like is she giving into his advances? Like, I don't even know if she's, like, giving into her friends' advances, but I think just being, like, tolerating them is enough to be like, "Girl, no."
It's I'm saying,
You know
but
what I
in my
mean? 'Cause
mind,
I even if she's not, like, going after these advances, but then again, it's like, why
it's still the
I don't
attention of
know.
it, like, you're still, like, getting the attention whether you choose, like, your
Yeah,
ally or
you're getting
not.
attention. Yeah,
You're hiding your phone, like, if that were to happen, you should been like, "Oh my god, this is disgusting. Look what he just sent
this
me,
is
like, unblock, I'm
crazy.
done, this is crazy. I thought we are being friends." Like, that should make you feel you uncomfortable, like, and meanwhile, you're like,
Definitely.
"Oh, let me hide my phone so my fiancé does not see this." Like, "What? Girl?"
Especially because they're in like, she's in a serious relationship with
Yeah,
somebody, and he knows this, and it's kind of like maybe he's like, is he trying to, like, sabotage their relationship? Because he's obviously, like, still wanting her, and he
yeah,
probably, like, doesn't really know how to go about getting her in the right way, or maybe, like, she's out of his league, like, dating-wise, and he has to, like, watch her, like, actually date guys, whereas, like, he was just hooking up with her, which is, like, that's just how it was, but he seems like they said in the like, he's kind of like a hound dog. Yeah, I don't really condone this relationship. I think that, like I mean, I do have guy friends, but, like, I definitely feel like when they're in a relationship and, like, they're married, there's, like, just certain boundaries, like, you have, like, I'm not there's, like, nowhere in no world where I would, like, even be crossing any type of line with a guy
right.
in a serious relationship, and then or, like, period, and, yeah, it just also shows I definitely agree with him also, like, on not coming to wedding because he doesn't respect the relationship.
Yeah,
It's different if you have a guy friend and he respects your relationship. It's not necessarily like the sexes. It's more so like the respect of the relationship. He has no respect of the relationship.
yeah. He's not your friend. Friends don't do that. Friends don't send each other pictures of their genitals on Snapchat.
Yeah, no,
Friends don't
no,
do that.
no.
Like, that's not friends.
He is shooting. He is like, hey, like he is desperate. Like you said, he wants her. I think he wants her more than him. I don't know. Maybe she like likes the attention, or like you said, maybe there
Yeah.
is something there. But it did worry me too, like you said, the fact that like they had just like stopped when she was like, oh, we stopped hooking up like when we met, like when her and I guess like her now fiance met. So I
So
don't
she's
know.
telling you. It's like, like, okay, like,
Yeah, I
I
don't
was just
know,
like,
like, I
the
don't think that
timeline's a
he's
little
progressing.
foggy.
Yeah, it's a little shady, like, I've learned the older I've gotten where there's smoke, there's fire, like, there's some things where it's like, I've been naive, especially when it comes to, like, dating and, like, close like, people being in your circle and you're thinking things are innocent and you find out later they're not,
Yeah.
and, yeah, I've been naive to that, like, if there's smoke, there's fire, if you're feeling something, if it looks weird, it's weird,
Hey, look,
so I
if
don't
it
think
walks
you're
like a duck,
overreacting.
talks like a duck, it's a duck.
It's a duck. Yeah. So that's that. Alright, Lauren, take us home.
Take us
Our
home.
last one.
Okay, let's
These
see.
were good though. These are
These
good.
are really good. Okay. Now, this one maybe is October, and being October, it's also not only it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, it's Halloween, it's also Mean Girl Month. So
Okay.
I'm being
Ooh.
a good mean girl. It's giving mean girl energy.
Okay.
Let's see how I do. Am I the asshole for telling my friend she's in the same league as the men she calls ugly?
No.
My friend, 19 female, downloaded dating apps like Tinder and Hinge for the first time about a week ago. For reference, she's a type that always says she wants a boyfriend, wants to do a couple things, feels lonely, single, etc. She's also, in my opinion at least, very normal and average looks wise, not ugly, not super hot, just all right. Since then, she's been complaining to me that almost all the men there on the
Okay.
apps are ugly, short, etc., and that she doesn't match with anybody hot. I asked to see which people she was calling ugly, and so she showed me her likes, and it mostly showed people perfectly in her league, as in moderately attractive guys. I told her that these guys were all in her league and she should give some of them a chance since she's always complained about wanting to be in a relationship. She denied that she's in the same league as them and said that she's much more attractive than them. I pointed out, and in her own words, she doesn't match with any of the guys she does find attractive, so she's not in their league. She said I was an asshole. Am I? I
Honestly, like, I
don't
don't think so.
know. I mean,
Unless it'd be different if, like, the friend was being, like, a hater, like, are you like, where are you coming from? Because I have asked my friends before, like, "Am I crazy? Like, am I being, like like, shooting for the stars when I should be shooting for something else? Like, am I being a little, like"
right.
you know what I mean? I think it's good to get gauge because sometimes you can get in your head, you can, like, have these expectations and, like, you can think it's, like, I don't know. So, what do you think?
Just feel like it Killing was, like, moderately ugly. Just, like, it sounds like it's coming from a place of being really also really, really very shallow too. It's like, what do you
Yeah.
mean by hot? Do you expect Channing Tatum to be on this Hinge app? Like, what is,
You
like,
mean, like, the friend, like, looking
the
for
friend?
cat?
It's like, okay, like, it's like, what are you attracted to? Like, are you, like you said, shooting really high? Like, girl, like, this is a kinda like a idea of a perfect guy you have already shaped in your head if you're fantasizing always wanna be in a relationship, and she's young, so I'm sure she's gonna think that.
Yeah, they're young too. I think
She's
that's something
nineteen.
you, like, learn to, like, what you're
Yeah,
I feel like you don't really know who you can really pull yet until, like,
yeah,
a little older, and then you're like, "Okay, I can pull." But, like, you
yeah,
also yeah, and then also, like, looks are relative, right? So, like,
yes. Looks
it's also,
fade,
like,
beauty
very
fade.
different, and then I think also, like, apps, just, like, somebody, like, who's, like, been on and off apps, like, I just kinda go on anyways, I'm not gonna explain myself. The point is, I feel like I'm way more harsher with looks on apps than I am in person. Like, in person, like, for me, it's all about, like it's, like, so much more than just, like, looking at your picture, so I know that. I know I'm harsh on the apps, and so that's why I don't, like, exclusively, like, only, like, look to the apps today, and I also kind of, like, try to, like, check myself because I think it's so easy to be shallow on the apps because you can kind of just like, "Oh, I'm just, like, looking through a catalog." So I think some of it may be just, like, the avenue at which she's dating. I feel
That's
like
true.
if she, like, meets a guy out in person, she's probably gonna vibe with somebody more, and on her, like, level or who she thinks is, like, hot. I feel like in person, it'll be, like, much different, you
I
know?
agree. It was just like her friend saying, like, moderately ugly for me. It's
I
like,
thought she said
I'm not
moderately
just moderately ugly guys. I was like, okay. Like, I was just like, "Oh, okay, okay." I thought it made me kinda chuckle a little bit.
yeah.
But girl, you're not the asshole. You'll
Yeah, I
live and
don't think you're
learn.
asshole.
She's
I think
19.
yeah, I think it's fine to say that because sometimes, especially in the apps, like, it can be shallow, and I think we all have to be like I said, I asked my friends too, because like, you don't really know. You
Yeah.
gotta be real, you gotta be real.
You
It's
gotta
easy to
tell
get
your
into
friends.
the
It's okay
world.
to hurt your friends' feelings, I'm like, "Girl, it's okay." Like, someone gotta
Yeah.
tell us. It's okay.
Alright, well, I hope you all enjoyed our last Reddit and Weep episode of season 1 of Coco Conversations, yes. So, we will definitely be continuing to do our Reddit episodes into season 2, and so you will hear more and more stories. We hope we can be able to find some, like, juicier stories. Definitely, if you follow us on Instagram, which you should if you don't, definitely send us stories to our DMs if you have a juicy story, an anonymous story you wanna send in for us to read during these episodes, we would absolutely love it.
Yes.
But yeah, that's all we have for this week's topic. Let's get into what's next.
Okay, y'all, let's get into our favorite part of the show where we like to share our unpopular opinions, maybe popular opinions, our most controversial takes, like we like to call our take on it. So, Jillian, what's your take on it this week?
Okay, so my take on it this week, I'm gonna do a Real Housewives of Potomac update because the new season just dropped. Episode 1 just came out. I thought it was good. I'm excited to see the girls back on screen. I actually like really love okay, first let's just get into it. I actually really love Giselle without Robin. This is like I think the second season without her, and I'm already liking the energy. The
Hmm.
girls are out the house. She has all 3 girls in college. One of her daughters is at Hampton. Ay. So we love that. Yeah, so she's just, like honestly, she's thriving, so she was good the first episode. Some things that, like, stood out to me is Stacy and Ashley are, like, still kind of beefing about Stacy lying about her relationship with TJ, which came out on the reunion, but at the same time, there haven't been receipts. It was just, like, something TJ said. Now,
Hmm.
in my opinion, the girls were talking bad about TJ all season, like, they were kind of, like, talking about how, like, they didn't really like him for Stacy, so for them to, like hear him talk bad about her to Eddie during the reunion and then take his side, and he has no evidence, and then call Stacey a liar and say that the relationship was a fraud. But I honestly expect nothing less from Ashley. She is so, 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 so messy. So we'll see how that evolves. Like Stacey definitely stays 10 toes down, but I think that they're gonna try to like Ashley's definitely gonna try to continue this beef, which is like, I don't know, weird. But it did come out that she did end up getting some money from some investments that they had together, her and Michael Darby, because we have literally been waiting for seasons to see if she was going to get some money out of this divorce. Because we're like, girl, because I mean, she's not my favorite on the show, but like she definitely like was married, like she deserves to be set up. And at first, it wasn't looking like she was gonna get much, but now it sounds like she is set up, so I'm really happy about that for her. The last thing I think I wanna touch on, because I don't wanna, like I'm not gonna, like, bore you guys to all the takes, but another thing was Kay and Wendy. So Kay had all these like built up like tensions against Wendy that happened like off camera, off season. I guess like some events they had been to. She felt snubbed by Wendy. When she explains them, I personally didn't see her like where like the snubbing came in. Like one example was Wendy was doing a panel. They were both at an event and Wendy didn't mention to Kay that she was, like, on the panel. I guess, like, Kay had mentioned she was going, and Wendy just said, like, she was going too, and then while Wendy was on the panel, Kay felt like she should have acknowledged her in the audience, which I don't think she should have had to acknowledge anybody. Like, if you're on a panel, it'd be different if you I don't know, if you were out and about, but it was, like, small things like that where it just didn't really make sense. And so it was just kind of like awkward in the moment because Wendy didn't really understand. I feel like as a viewer, you were like, "Okay, like where is this coming from?" So I'm interested to see this because this is like Kay's second season, and so this is like really like her season to kind of like really show like who she is as a housewife, who she is as a person, like what she brings to the table. So I'm interested to see because I didn't really like that. I didn't
Mhm.
really like that. I didn't think that was, like, very strong. I think she needs to, like, calm down, but we'll see. We'll see, like, what happens, but yeah, I'm happy the girls are back. Karen, I think, is gonna end up coming back, like, during the season or, like, she's gonna be released. I definitely, like, think she shoulda gone to jail, like, that was, like, her 4th DUI, like, something had to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
I think Imma watch it this season, y'all. I think Imma watch it, season 1. I'm like, "You know what? Season 1, episode 1. I'm just gonna
Do
see how this
it.
goes."
And this is, like, a really new cast, so it's like a new wave, a new era.
Yeah, I'm excited. I just want I need some reality TV in my life,
Yeah, you do.
and we gotta support Potomac.
And then we can talk about it.
Yes! Okay, Imma watch it, Imma watch it.
Yeah, I think, yeah, this is probably good because like, last season was okay, but they have, like, 2 new girls coming in, and then I feel like, yeah, I feel like this is a good season to kinda, like, start it's like a new wave of
New.
cast members, and you can kinda, like, start from here and get into, like, the new drama and stuff like
Mhm.
that from here. But yeah, okay, so let me know, like, what's your take on it? Like, I wanna hear it.
Okay. So, if those of you who have not known, Taylor Swift released an album, The Life of a Showgirl, that's gotten everyone's buzzing and talking about
Yeah.
on Friday. And damn it, we're gonna talk about it too.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
I don't
hello.
care. Hello. And another thing. So, the biggest of her songs, there's been discourse on the internet. The white girls are in uproar. And I think, people are now realizing that all her albums sound the same, and she's been copying other people's music for years. Remember how I used to like Taylor Swift when her
Allegedly.
first allegedly, nothing's been proven in court. Maybe I don't know. I don't follow her that closely.
Say allegedly, yeah.
Say allegedly, yeah, allegedly. But it's just even remember back in the day in high school when like she was singing a country girl and then like she was cosplaying from a girl from Nashville when the whole time she was from Pennsylvania. But I like that. I
Yeah.
was like, okay, I like that country like Taylor Swift until like, oh girl, you're not from Nashville. You moved here to get a career. Regardless, the point is that's not the point. So I guess in the song Eldest Daughter, and there's a lyric that she says, I'm not a bad bitch, I'm not savage, but I'm never gonna let you down. To give y'all some reference to that, why that is such a loaded sentence. Taylor Swift is engaged to Travis Kelsey, who is what is he? A tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs. That's his position. Okay. He has some little rings. Cool, cool, cool. Patrick Mahomes' bestie, the quarterback, whatever. If you did not know about Travis Kelce's dating history, he dates predominantly Black women. One of
Period.
his exes, Kayla Nicole, you can find her on Instagram and social media. She's a model. She's an actress. She's that girl, businesswoman, entrepreneur, influencer. She's been that girl for many, many years. They dated for about 5 years. Obviously, that didn't work out. That was the last long-term relationship before he got with Taylor Swift, allegedly. Allegedly. But that's the most one that we acknowledge, at least
Yeah.
I know of. Anyway, Kayla Nicole has been receiving death threats. The Swiftie fans have been saying mean things about her for years, mind you, years.
Years since they
You
started
know what?
dating, I've
Kayla
listened
Nicole has had a
to.
win. As you all know, Breezy Bowl is currently doing a stadium tour with Chris Brown, starring Christopher Maurice Brown. And there's a part of the show, and to take you down, he brings a girl on stage, and damn it, one of them nights it was Kayla Nicole. And what
Yeah,
Kayla
she was
did on that
Black.
stage with Chris Brown, that is Chris Brown, everyone's crush. You could tell he was really feeling her, and it was such a big. I mean, granted, it was a fun and cute moment. She talked about her podcast and how she blacked out. She's like, "Whatever, I'm doing this like for your younger self. It's Chris Brown, your childhood crush."
Yeah.
I'm sure Travis Kelce was in that bathroom, locking that door, watching that video on repeat while she was writing that song. Like, she was probably like, "This fucking bitch." Like, oh my god, she's still
So you think that
bothered.
the song was about her?
Oh
I've
yeah,
heard that take,
it's
yeah.
about aggression against like black. It's just these undertones, dog
Yeah.
whistling, like the microaggressions, the very passive aggressive tones, and the nuances, the double entendres. It's like, okay, girl, we see you, and obviously you have a problem. Like the other song, she has a song called "Wood." Allegedly, it's about. And yes, she quotes saying that like his dad has good genes. Obviously, talking about the size of his penis. Like, what are we doing here? It's like Taylor Swift, like, is so pick me. It's just like
$100%.
it was pick me
She
back
won't even
then.
wear a different lipstick color. She literally, like, she perpetually looks like, I don't know, she's, like,
She's like a
16.
mediocre girl. And in
Yeah.
this country, we love to glorify
And it's like she hasn't even
mediocrity.
tried I feel like she didn't even try to, like, do anything. It's like she just
No.
stays this, like
She has definitely some hits that are very popular and very catchy, and she has a great broad range of fan base. Kids are like
she has a
3 to
huge
kids.
audience.
You
I had no idea I had no idea she was that big still until the Eras Tour. I thought she had fallen off. I thought she
same.
had fallen off because, like, she was big back in the day, and, like, I liked her when she was, like, little country poppy, like Juliet and shit like that. Like, I liked
Yeah,
all that, but I had no idea that she was this I had no idea she was still making music and that
girl.
all the girls are, like, basically obsessed with her
Everyone's
and
obsessed.
wanna be
I had no either. That Eras tour was 2 years, and I saw, like, the rise in ticket sales, like, a lot of millennials, Gen Xers are getting stuff for their daughters. I get it, 12-year-olds. She makes very much 12-year-old music, like, no shade, maybe no
but
shade to
people
all the
still
tea,
our age
but
because
people
she
our age
started.
older, it's like, Taylor Swift, oh my god, and
But
I'm
I guess
like,
it's the same thing as, like, Chris Brown's been around for a long time.
"Yes,
Beyonce's been around for a long time. Taylor literally, like, she started music when we were in high school because I think she's only a couple years older than us, like,
yes,
so a lot of people were like so she has a huge fan base, which is crazy. It's
it
crazy.
is."
Just like you said, like, her music like, our opinion, but we also, like, we're Beyonce stans, and it's not to say, like, one or the other because I don't think that they compare,
Mm-mm,
but it is like, yeah, I've been seeing bad reviews too about it, I'm not gonna lie, and I haven't listened to it, but I don't really need
neither.
yeah, that's, like, very correct.
It's just, it's I don't know. That girl is 35 years old and she sings like she's and talks about writes lyrics that like she's 17 years old in high school. And at one
Yeah,
point, we have to evolve. We have to grow up.
it's
And
weird.
I think it is very weird. Like, you've been like you said, Beyonce, Chris Brown, like been around for many, many years. They also have evolved,
Yeah,
as artists. Even though Chris Brown likes to put out a little poppy little hit that sounds
he
alike
does,
sometimes.
but it's
But
it's
it's not,
different. It's not the same.
it's not that. It's not you're not copying stuff. He just likes to dance and be around. He's a guy that little boy got ADHD. That little man got is
Okay.
definitely has some problems. He is neurodivergent. That's allegedly. I mean, that's my assumption, but that's different.
I'm like
This is totally different. But Taylor girl,
Yeah, have a
Like,
seat, please.
please, no one's checking for you. That's why your fiance's team is losing.
This will be interesting to see, like, this whole wedding rollout because I know it's gonna be, like, the
When
news every single place. But in other news, I know this is not current events, but, like, the girls are engaged, Nomari's engaged,
Whoops.
Coco's engaged, and Ryan and Destiny just got engaged to
Yes,
yes.
to
So
keep
the girls are
towers. Yes,
engaged. So, listen, we don't even have to worry about Taylor's wedding, like, we have
we
some other
have
weddings that we can focus on.
plenty girls.
The girls are getting married.
I can't yeah, we'll be tuning there's plenty girls, even some influencer out here are getting engaged too. I'm like, we can
Yeah.
follow girls during their bridal era. I love seeing all the pomp and circumstance. Like, we're not
I do
but plenty girls.
too. Right. Well, I hope you guys love this conversation. This is our last episode of our first season. Can you believe it?
Oh my god, y'all have been rocking with us for 4 episodes for 6 months. This week actually makes 6
Oh my
months.
gosh, that's
Cocoa
insane.
Conversations. Isn't that crazy, y'all?
That
6
is so crazy. It literally just started. I literally just told like Lauren, I was like, "Hey, like, when I started a podcast?" And she immediately was like, "Yeah."
Yes!
And it's really been, like, so fun, like, just this first season, this first 24 episodes, like, we're excited to do so much more, like, we've learned so much. I feel like we have so much energy to, like, keep going, and we wanna make season 2 even better.
Yes, we're so excited for y'all to join us on the ride. We love our Coco little family. We appreciate every last one of you who has listened to our podcast, shared it, recommended it, gave it a 5 star,
Yeah,
comment on our social medias, give us recommendations to our playlist, listen to our playlist, all of our friends, family, all of our listeners. We're just so appreciative of each one, our last
we
one of
really
you. Because usually
appreciate
we look at
it.
the views, we're like, oh my God, we got 8 views. Oh my God, we have 10
Literally
views.
we, like, literally we appreciate it so much, and, like, everybody who, like friends and family who reach out and, like, just say things and, like, that they're listening and support us, like, it means so much, but look forward to season 2. We're gonna take a week off, but after that, we will be back to it. We have some exciting ideas for season 2. So, like, stick with us, like, it's gonna continue to get better, more interesting, more engaging on our socials. So definitely follow us. We are on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. So you can find us in all places and engage with us, comment, review, like, share, all of the above. It really helps us out. And yes, we love you all. And yes, thank you so much. Have a
Thank
wonderful
y'all.
week. See you in 2 weeks. Don't forget. Bye.